Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 3, Episode 17. So you guys, we have definitely hit the corner. I am tired of this show. I'm not complaining. Actually, it was a very good season, and I think they did very well representing for the Real Housewives franchise. However, 18 episodes is too many. When you start having a filler episode on episode 17, then you know you could have ended this shit a long time ago. Actually, they could have ended it out of the country when they were in France, even though they don't normally do that. I can't remember if Real Housewives of Atlanta has ever ended out of the country, but really they could have ended it there. Yesterday was unnecessary. I'm tired of doing Karen. I feel like I'm making the same points over and over. It's just like we saying the same shit each week now. So it's time to wrap it on up. So next week, you know what, let's close this shit out. I'm anxious to get to the reunion. I know the reunion is going to be very good. So with all that being said, y'all, I just had to get a little bit off my mind today. Let's get to the review, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the episode opens with Desna. Mind is on claws. The episode opens with Giselle. She is meeting her boyfriend, not her boyfriend, but her guy friend, I should say, Kyle. We haven't seen Kyle since the first season. Remember, Giselle brought him to be shady at house. As I think about Giselle and history, they ain't really had the best. They kind of started off bumpy, didn't they? But anyway, she's been knowing him for 20 years. She said she met him through her husband, or her ex-husband, I should say. They're sitting down. She's talking to him. She tells him she got a lot going on, you know, her family, her business, her kids, what everybody else has going on, I guess, just to a different degree, maybe. They just got back from France, so she kind of tells them what happened there, and, you know, basically, she's still worried about Karen. Word on the street is that Karen does not live in the house that is in Great Falls. And they're just sick of her lying. Giselle tells us the fact that Karen refuses to give her the real tea is why they cannot be real friends. All right, Giselle. Now, Ashley, she's unpacking her clothes, and, you know, she's kind of bummed that Michael wasn't there to welcome her with open arms, you know, pull her into his embrace and go and make mad, passionate, worm-filled love to her. Instead, it's cold and quiet at her house. No pitter-patter of little feet. Girl, you knew it was no pitter-patter anyway. So dramatic. She calls her mom and she tells us that her mom has come a long way and she's quite proud of her. You know, she did have to set boundaries, so I guess she does have Michael to thank for that. However, she still feels some kind of way about the fact that Michael said that your mama fucked you up, so I don't think I want you to be the mama to my kids. But, you know, good for the mama that she's slowly gaining her independence. So later on we see Ashley actually go visit her mom, and I was like, now, something in the milk ain't clean, you guys. How did mama go from struggling to this? Now, the place was really nice. I was like, now, y'all was acting like the child was destitute and that she couldn't live on her own and everything. All it took was a little kick in the ass, okay, for Ashley to stop helping her, so they say. And mama was able to get it together just fine, okay? That place looked better than Ashley's place. I was looking at that place. I had a Mona bitch just hiding under my tongue. I said, all right, Andy. Anyway, Ashley sits down, she tells her mom about France and all the drama that ensued there, and then she goes on to tell her mother about what Michael said. Now, look, maybe because Ashley ain't been married long enough to know better, okay, but I know, and most of you guys know who's married or even in a relationship, sometimes you just don't need to tell your damn mama everything. Now, why would you tell her that Michael said that she was so fucked up that she fucked up Ashley and that's why Ashley can't have, you know, he don't want to have kids with her, okay? You ought to know that the woman was going to be in her feelings from that. See, this is the kind of thing where you start telling everybody the business, but then later on you want everybody to be friends. Well, fuck, you done told all your shit. Now they still mad. You done moved on in love. You and Michael might, you know, work it out and be okay, even though I doubt that. You know, with this episode, it's already clear that Ashley is just putting on the front. Michael's like, he don't give a damn. He has not one fuck left to give. He is over it, you know, and Ashley rolled this storyline, and I was like, you know, she did have us going at the beginning, and we was feeling sorry for her, but at this point, we just like, girl, we don't believe you. In a perfect world, if her and Michael were to fix it and be together, I don't know how you would think that your mom would be able to get past that and work it out, because your mama ain't in love with Michael. So now you done created this problem between your mother and your husband. Is never a good place to be. Okay, so anyway, getting back to it, the mom was like, what? I cannot believe it. At least I have a relationship with my kids. Okay, my kids don't call me and cuss me out every single day. Okay, now mama telling the tea on Michael and his kids. So the mama going off, and Ashley tells us she feels bad. However, she just feels like everything needs to be put on the table. That's why your life is the way it is right now, okay? Just a whole bunch of mess. Because you don't know when to shut the fuck up. Talking about, it's a struggle, and she wonders if Michael will ever want to have a baby with her. And girl, like I said, Michael is over it. You over it. You know it. Michael know it. We all know it. Quit faking the funk on this show. Now, Karen is about to have dinner, and she tells us, my husband is working longer and harder hours to address his business and tax issues. And I don't know why at this particular time Giselle and Ashley cannot be better friends to me. She tells us that friends don't treat each other that way, and I was like, you're right, they don't. They're not your friend. Anyways, she's meeting Matt there. You guys know Matt, her longtime friend. Side note, you guys, something is kind of strange about Matt. Let me just tell you this quick little story. So, I follow Karen on Instagram. She and Candace are actually the only ones that I follow on Instagram. Anyway, Karen had posted a really nice picture of her. It was a full body shot, and she looked really pretty. And I just posted in the comments, I said pretty. And I was going through my Instagram comments. You know how I tell you somebody so-and-so liked your comment? I was looking, and it was Matt. He had liked my comment for Karen. So I was like, is this the Matt that I'm thinking of? So I go back to her page, and I look, and I said, oh, he liked my comment. How strange. Then I just happened to look at all of the comments, and she probably had about 100-something comments. He liked every single one of her comments. And that is just weird to me, you guys. Now, I understand if I had posted something on his page and then he liked my comment, or even if I had the picture that was with him and Karen and he liked my comment. But why the fuck you is holding on and babysitting her comments this tough that you go and like every single one of the comments that what that got to do with him? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So I'm like kind of giving Matt the side eye, because is he trying to get, is he really trying to gain some publicity off of Karen? It's just weird to me. You guys understand what I'm saying? It's like as if one of you guys posted a picture and then I go and like all of the comments that's posted under your picture. That is weird. And especially when it's a whole bunch of something is strange about that relationship. Anyway, let me get back to the story. Karen is talking to Matt. You were a hot topic last week when we were in France. You were on their lips heavy. Ashley more than anyone. Supposedly you were going around telling everyone that I lived in a townhouse. And Matt says, oh, that's crazy. I mean, the only thing that I might have said to anybody is when I first met you, you were living in Jessup's townhouse. And she was like, of course. And that was like, 25 years ago? Cue the Bravo flashback. We see when they first brought Matt along, and he said he's been knowing her for 12 years. I was like, Karen, see, that's what you be talking too much now. First of all, how old is he? He looked like he could be somewhere around 30. You met him when he was 5? I give him 35 at the oldest, child. So I guess those are the reasons why Karen gets on people's nerves, okay? Because she keeps it 50 in a 100 world. But whatever, Karen says she believes him over Ashley because Ashley just runs around lying. So Karen can't worry herself too much about it. But later on, we see Karen and, she's in her house and she's setting up her table. Some people do like to keep their tables set. If they have like a formal dining room, they like to keep their table set. Shit be dusty. Be like, bitch, if you gonna have the shit up here, can we not have, 4 weeks of dust on these cups? Shake the napkin out a little bit. But anyways, again, she says that, Ashley is just jealous of her life. And you know what? I would be envious too. But when I give you my truth, accept my truth and do not embellish it for your own good. Karen says, baby, her life is fabulous and you cannot have it. We see Candace and, her sister comes by and Candace tells us that the sister is the Solange to her Beyonce. We've seen the sister before. The sister is actually her sister, I think, on the dad's side. But anyway, they're talking about France, and she tells her favorite moment was actually when she sang for Monique. Evidently Candace sings a lot during the season, but they edited a lot of it out. We'll probably see more of it at the reunion, but she was kind of able to showcase her talents, and the girls were even impressed. Anything better than that fucking warbly Ashley. this hair business. You guys know she's trying to gain some independence, and the next level for them would be opening a store. Okay, now I think she was saying store on the show, but I actually believe in real life they opened, like, you know how they have those salon suites. I've seen her post on Instagram, her salon suite. So congratulations to her. In real life, she did make it happen, and she was smart enough to try to promote it on the show. So good for her. But anyway, they're trying to get these this shop slash suites off the ground. It just has to work because she wants to get out from under her mama's thumb. So she calls her mom, you know, and after we have a little shady session between the mama and her sister, they asked the mama's opinion on the, you know, actual brick and mortar situation. You know, and the mama was like, okay, who paying for it? She didn't say that. That was my question. Candace is saying how she wants to do it without the mama, and that's all fine and good, okay? But without the mama means without the mama. I still have a feeling the mama has some sort of hand in it because, you know, she was like, she'll look on as a supervisor, and they was like, how about consultant? And the mama said, well, I can consult. If that's what you want to call it, fine. But, you know, this is Candace's first step in gaining her independence, really, okay? Having a viable business that she can make money from, and, you know, all of that. And hair is definitely a big time business, even though it's a whole bunch of people that sell hair. But fuck, not everybody has the best hair, so, you know, it's still, you can still make good money from it. So good for her. Now later on we see Karen and Monique and Candace. They meet up for a walk in the park, okay? And, you know, Monique is like, oh, this is where me and Chris got married. You know, they show little pictures of her. Okay, cute. And Karen tells us that she loves being with them. They're a breath of fresh air, you know, and a little bit messy. Anyways, they're talking to Candace, and, you know, Candace is just talking about how Chris has, you know, worked hard to keep her in check. And, you know, Candace is still just torn apart over this wedding, okay? She's just nervous. She wants to make sure that her marriage lasts, okay? She's terrified of getting divorced. I mean, that's all she's seen around her. You know, her parents, Chris has been divorced. Chris comes from divorced parents as well, so that's all she seems to know. Monique is trying to tell her, like, girl, this is the good time. This is the fun time. You planning this wedding. You should enjoy all of this, okay? This is the honeymoon stage. Once you get married, that shit is real. And it's work. And I was like, and I've told you guys that plenty of times. Once you married, that's it. You ain't the center of attention no more. Okay, you just a regular old married couple like everybody else. So yeah, that is the time that you should be enjoying it. I got what Monique was saying. But retrospect, those are things that you realize after the fact. They're telling her how she could possibly get closer with Chris. Okay, just create memories. You guys hang out together. Okay, you guys go places and see things and do things. And, you know, in that way, you guys will get closer in your relationship. And Candace agrees, you know, she is going to look for those times when they can spend only the two of them together. I was like, fuck, on her Instagram, it seemed like that's the only friend she got. Damn, she always with him, you ask me. Now, we see Monique and her man Chris. Y'all, I loved when they panned out and showed her big ass house. I was like, girl, that is real for real money. All right, that house is beautiful. I mean, it's a whole bunch of stones and shit, but just when they backed up and panned out, and I was like, oh yeah, they did that to show that this bitch got real money on this show. Okay, anyway, her and Chris are in her backyard. They're having cigars and wine and just kind of discussing the fact that, you know, she didn't really like the fact that they were fighting when she left to France. Okay, usually if they get into it, they get over it quite quickly, and this time it kind of lingered because she left. So, you know, she sits down, she's rubbing her man's feet, okay? I was like, look at Chris's feet, they ain't even bad looking, okay? Some of y'all niggas out there, honey, y'all got some old werewolf, you know, scary ass feet. Why do men think that they feet supposed to be ugly? Child, I'll never understand it. Anyway, she's telling Chris how, you know, her and the girls, you know, France was a little rocky, but they did have a situation, a time when they were actually able to relate, okay? When they were talking about they extra demanding husband, she left that part out. Okay, I wonder how he'll feel if they do bring it up in the reunion. But Monique and Chris seem to have a really good relationship. You know, he even gives her a gift, some sort of tennis shoe. I don't know. You guys know I don't like tennis shoes and that kind of thing. I mean, it's not that I don't like them, but that's not my thing. So were they known shoes? Did you guys know what they were? You know, she was very impressed, but we just kind of got that conversation so that we could see that those two are actually very good, and for Chris to give his happy birthday to his wife. Then we see Robin, you guys. She's getting her fixer-upper on. You guys know that she doesn't ever want to go back to being broke, Robin. So now she is into flipping real estate. And she says she has to make sure that she does this shit right. So evidently she is purchasing homes that are really, really, really fucked up. What do they say on Fixer Up? They take the worst homes in the best neighborhood. The way they was making it seem on the damn show last night, you know, that it was the worst home in the worst neighborhood. How these homes get so... I don't know what happens to these homes. Why people be so fucking nasty. Anyway, she has Giselle and Ashley come over because they are going to be acting like they're tearing down the walls in there. I mean, Ashley has on heels, okay, thigh-high boots, suede. All right, ain't nobody there to do no damn work, but it was cute enough for the show. Afterwards, of course, they discuss their favorite topic, Karen. Again, they don't know why she gotta lie. You know, Robin says that she just wishes that Karen would say, you know what, my life is a hot mess right now. And again, this is a point that we've made all season. Why does it even matter? But they've decided that they're going to sneak by Karen's house to 100% verify that she lives there. So the three of them get together one night, you know, and they put on their disguises. They are going to act like they're pizza delivery people. Actually, it's just going to be Robin as the pizza delivery person. Now, it wasn't me, or did it seem like Robin wasn't really 100% with it? That damn Robin can get talked to any fucking thing. Because Giselle and Ashley was with it from the beginning, and Robin was sort of like, now, what are we doing? Like, you know, she kind of had that look on her face like, well, the Green-Eyed Monster +1 said that we going to do this, so I guess we are. But she didn't seem like she was really, you know, down for the cause. But if her girls is doing it, she gonna do it too. And it was kind of just one of those silly little scenes where they get in the car, you know, she has on her pizza man delivery, you know, Mario from Mario Brothers outfit, and Giselle has on, you know, a wig and glasses or something, and Ashley has on look like some kind of Trojan hairdo or something. I did kind of giggle with it first when they was in the car and they was like, who gonna do this? You know, they was all laughing and shit. I was like, that kind of looked like when me and my friends would do some old bullshit back in the day. But they are grown, y'all. It was just for TV, just for fun. Okay, because I'm thinking to myself, like, how does this prove anything? Karen might not be there. All right, and that don't mean that she don't live there, or Karen may be there and don't answer, especially if you see, you know, these niggas traipsing around on your damn property and you already know what they talking about. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that next week. But it was just like, this is the kind of shit that I say that the season needs to be done. Alright, you guys, so that is it. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox, and the channel is for itsrox, and everything else you do, I do, will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.